Hello everyone, welcome to Rising Phoenix Racing League. We are here ready for pre-season of F1. One kid keeps leaving, so I need to quickly invite him back. I think his game's a bit effed, but that doesn't matter. Unfortunately, we're quite a few drivers down tonight. However, that doesn't matter because we're still going to have a fun event on our hands. Well, anyway, welcome to the stream everyone who is joining us. And it's great to be back on this brand new game, and with a few differences, I must say. There's a few newer additions to, well, just a few additions to the broadcast settings. Nothing really amazing, but you know, there's a few additions. So it's good to, well, I guess be back. And yeah, welcome to everyone. Obviously, we're here for pre-season. Round number 1. Well, no, round number 1 will be next week. So yeah, got quite a few new faces in the league today. So welcome to Neo, Sticky Bomb. Oh no, well, Sticky Bomb from F2, but actually just Neo today, I believe, being new. And well, Sticky Bomb and King both from F2 last season. Infamous SMG was supposed to be here last season, however, due to reasons, he wasn't here. But yeah. Now, unfortunately there's no F2 stream for today, however they are also racing. So, if you're part of F2, good luck, and I hope you have a good race as well. Meanwhile, we're here in F1, and that's probably what you're here for. I'm a bit rusty on my commentary. I haven't done it in goodness knows how many weeks. Actually, months even. Before I go back to last season to be my last time of professionally streaming. It's not about me, it's about these drivers here today. Now, as you can see, people are in random cars. Don't worry. That's not a personal choice. Well, I had a choice of the league, sorry, but and they had the personal choice of it. So yeah, hopefully they get the cars they want. Team announcements will be done within the next few days on our Twitter account. If you're not following us already, please do so. It is at RP Racing League. Yes. Anyway, I'll go look in the comment section real quick. Neo to dominate. Ooh, interesting take, Mr. Cobalt. Here for the comedy show. Well, it's not a comedy show. Oh, now it is. Obviously, that's a joke. But yeah. I'm really looking forward to this season. I think it could be the best season yet. Which I like to say every season because, you know, each season has its new challenges. Anyway, what else was I going to do? As I definitely had one more thing on the agenda. There was definitely another thing. Professional commentator here for pre-season, as you can tell. Oh yes, that was it. Remember to check out our partners, Bees Knees Tees, to get the best t-shirts. Their store should be in the description after the video. Unfortunately, it wasn't last season because I was bad at YouTube and my computer broke, so yeah. It was peak times. Anyway, Legend has set the first lap, and it is a 1:28 dead on. Catholics on the medians with 1:29.7. We're going to go on board with Vapor Shea to watch his flying lap. I think there's one more driver back to cross the line, and Matty Bottom's back for 1:29.3. Currently looking quite a bit slower than Legend so far. In fact, 1.3 seconds is the difference between the two. So hopefully for Button, he can improve on his lap. Unfortunately, quite a few drivers aren't here today, like I've said already, but hopefully they can be back for the start of the league season. This guy keeps leaving. As Flex Marcel has put in a 1:28.7. Shea has put in a 1:28.6. King with 1:29.4. Neo, one of the last few people to come through and set a lap, as Infamous SNG looking quite slow at the moment. A 1:32 dead on. Obviously this is just pre-season, so divisions can be changed at this stage of the season. So you don't need to worry if you are a little bit too slow or a little bit too quick for a certain division. Now I'm just going to have a quick invite to the guy that he's leaving. As I think he's just having internet problems. It's very unfortunate, but these things do happen. As XL Neo, one of the new drivers in the league, has chosen to go in the Renault tonight. Obviously these won't be official teams, but these are the teams the drivers have chosen for now. Should give you an insight on what their preferred choice of team is. Either that or they just had to choose it. I don't know. Don't ask me. I'm not the commentator. Oh, here I am. Anyway, Cassix DJ back in the pits and has chosen the softs. Oh, and Neo's also going into the pits. Bazooka Joe, Sticky Bomb and TRT James all currently on outlaps. I think Sticky Bomb's actually the furthest of the three. As yet, there James goes past Bazooka Joe. As we go to Sticky Bomb in the new black Mercedes. People haven't seen it before, here it is. It's a very, very nice shade of black. Do love that. Also just keeping my eye on the F2 chat at the moment, because it's going very, very well. I'll just send another invite again to the people who aren't here. I'm just being nice because, you know, at the end of the day, it's not my fault. Well, at the end of the day, you know, they deserve to be able to get back into the lobby. Anyway, Sticky Bomb looking good. So, oh no, it's invalidated. Ignore me then. Go back to James, who hasn't got an invalidation as far as we know. Quite a few drivers are coming back out the pits already. We only have 9 minutes or so to go for quali today. And obviously due to this being pre-season, points don't matter. But you know that. This is all just about making sure that each driver is in the right place. So it looks like James could be slower than Bazooka Joe at the moment, as he comes through and sets a 1:31.2 on the mediums, whilst Bazooka Joe for 1:29.2. So as we can see, best tyres, James over a tenth, over 1 second and a half slower than Kasich. However, infamous SMG is still 8 tenths behind him. As you can see by gap to leader, many people within 2 seconds of Legend. However, it doesn't mean they are that much slower than him. Could have just been a bad lap from many of them. Flex Marcel, one of the guys currently on a lap as well. Obviously Flex, one of the few drivers here today who's been in this league for quite a while. He knows his way around Rising Phoenix and definitely could be one to call out for the championship this season. Now, to beat Legend, he has to improve by 6 tenths of a second. Oh, sorry, 7 tenths of a second. Now, that is quite a hard feat to do. However, at France, there's many places where you can improve. Just to Flex, his job will be to find those places. So I'll actually just compare his second lap. So at the moment, he's currently 3 tenths up on his time, which will only put him into second place at the moment. Legend also on a lap, and if Legend improves, that will mean that he's even harder to catch. However, Neo is on a lap, and as many of you may have seen if you watched the most recent Esports Mini League, Mini League 3, he's got some pace on him, as Flex goes into second for 1:28.2. Excel Neo not looking like he's on a lap. No, he's actually been invalidated. So we're going to move back to infamous SMG, who currently is on a lap. He's got a McLaren right behind him, and that is TRT James, who's trying to improve on a 1:30.2, which no, he's not trying to improve, sorry, he's going back into the pits. Yes, infamous SMG currently on, just finishing his lap right now. Yeah, James did improve and got closer to King, as infamous SMG crosses the line for a 1:30.6. So James currently the only man on who has set his best lap on the mediums. Buttons back also. Oh no, he's not setting a lap. My apologies. Has Kasich's improved on his lap, or is he using the same set of tyres? Oh no, he has improved and got himself a 1:28.8. It's a very good time from him. Shea not yet set a better lap. Legend did get one invalidated though, and he's now trying to improve that. Let's have a look at what the man in the Racing Point can do. So yellow flag in this third sector. All Legend needs to do is keep his pole position. His nearest competitor at the moment being Flex Marcel, who's only 2 tenths off him, but Legend is about to improve to a 1:27.6, which is a outstanding time. He's now 6 tenths in front of anyone else, and that's a beautiful corner cut if I do say so myself. Buttons back also starting his flying lap. Now he currently needs to beat his previous time of 1:29.3, and he's already up on that in the first sector by 3 tenths. It's always a good start. Those 3 tenths will currently put him in 5th place. However, he just needs to keep that up. And as the track evolves over time, hopefully Button can push up into 4th or even 3rd if he's got his wits about him right. As he's just finished his 2nd sector. And that is an improvement of a 10th. So already we can see 4 tenths gained. How many will he gain in the last sector? Because at the moment, this puts him right on the tail of Kasux. The Flying Finn could be under pressure from the return of the King, Button. As Button will cross the line here with a 1:28.6. This is a massive improvement in the last sector and has actually put him into 2nd place. Shea being beaten outright here. Being the last man at the moment on track. Able to set a lap is Sticky Bomb as he's about to start his. King coming out of the pit. I wonder how King will affect Sticky's lap. Oh, and there's it invalidated already. That's just fun. Do love it when F1 does that. F2 I think has just got underway. And for some reason people are posting the meme chat. Okay lads, why do that? Why? Why are you like this? I don't know why Sticky Bomb is also trying to improve his lap. I mean, I guess he's trying to get to the end just so he can get out for a 2nd lap, as most people are on their out laps already. Don't know who would be the furthest up. It's definitely not Neo. It's probably King, in all fairness. Who'll be the first to go and set a brand new lap. Unless Sticky Bomb did stay out, which yes he has, meaning Sticky Bomb will probably be the first man to come through and set their final lap. Question is, does he have enough fuel to do so? I do wonder. Anyway, Sticky comes through. He didn't get it invalidated on the first corner, which is lucky. However, can he keep this pace up for the whole of the race? And, you know, not get any corner cutting penalties. Like many, I believe, will. Oh, he's stuck in... I think he's got a problem. And he's on the racing line, but he's actually given TKM King slipstream there. Don't know how useful that was, but that could move King up many positions here. We'll have to see how much he improved in this 2nd sector. We'll just wait and see. As Flex Marcel has retired, happy with his 2nd place at the moment. Sticky Bomb also retiring. And we're looking for King. His 1st sector was slightly slower. 2nd sector was an improvement, meaning he's probably going to get down to the 128s if he keeps this up. Qualifying is over. Vapor Shea has retired as well. Meaning, well, Button is definitely in front of someone. As King improves to 6th position, moving Bazooka Joe down into 7th. Speaking of Bazooka Joe, here he is now. We can see Sticky Bomb's Mercedes just up on the side there on the mini-map. TRT James coming through to finish his lap. Is it going to be enough to get in front of Kasux? No, it's not. It's 1/10 behind. Unlucky from James, however, he has beaten King So King may have gained a position but then lost it almost instantly. SMG will come through and take a 130.3. Nao here on the mediums. It's a 28.5, which is fourth placement as Cassick's improves to 128.4. Legend won the last... Oh, no, Legend's not going to be one of the last people to set a lap, as he's decided to yeet it into a wall. Button, please retire. Thank you. Do donuts. Do some donuts. Do some donuts. Do some... No, just to finish the lap. Cheers. And now waiting for Button to retire. See ya. It's going to be fun. We'll just be sat here waiting, because at the moment this is a glitch in the game. So we've already seen one. Yay. Where if you go into the pits after your lap and the timer's on to 0, you basically have to retire. No, that Button's probably AFK. Oh, there we go. He's retired. Anyway, Legend does put himself on pole today, which is going to be interesting indeed. Flex Marcel in second, 5 tenths behind, followed by Cassick's. Then we have XL Nao, 8 tenths behind on the mediums. Ooh. Button's back, and Vapor shave very, very close to each other in terms of timings. So is Bazooka Joe, in fact. So 5th, 6th, and 7th. This could be a good battle here. James in 8th, TKM King 9th, Infamous SMG 10th, Sticky Bomb, no time set in 11th. Some people just don't like France. That's all I can say. Also, I'm pretty sure I've just got a trophy. Just gonna look in the F1 chat at the moment. Oh god, don't tell me it's raining. Button. Sorry fellas, didn't realise you were waiting. For I was sat here wondering what's taking so long. Oh god, what the hell's this? Well, there's the predicted pit stop strategy. However, I don't give a shit about that because, you know, I do me. Looks like it may rain during this race. Like, it's really dark and gloomy, jeez. Like, jeez, man. It's extremely dark. Overcast at France, like, looks... Oh god, it actually is raining. You can see the spray behind the cars. This could be interesting. Because either A, it will dry off, or B, Nao, Sticky, and Beaverman are all fucked. So, GG guys. G fucking G. Like, you can see how wet the track is. It's so clear. Like, maybe it is just light rain. I don't know, I'd have to ride on board, but... It probably doesn't feel like there's much spray on there. It just doesn't feel exactly nice. I'm intrigued myself how this is going to turn out. Oh, that's peak. Well done, guys. And as the cars come lining up to the start finish straight. Jesus, I can't speak. I'm just going to tell you what I predict. I predict Legend is going to win this race. And I think second will be a tight one, but I think it may just go to Flex Marcel. And then Neo. Sorry, Cassix. Fuck off your predicted pit stops. I don't care. And, away we go. So, a really good start there from Legend as he rushes out the gates first and into the first corner. Cassix has already made his way into second place. Oh, having a spin with Flex Marcel, who's taken someone with him. Well, King was lucky to survive that. Flex Marcel, very unlucky indeed. But Cassix into second, Shea into third, Neo fourth. This man, Beaverman, already up into fifth position. Can you go away with your predicted pit stops? CRT James in sixth, Button in seventh, King and Infamous SMG fighting for 8th and 9th, Sticky Bomb in 10th, Bazooka Joe 11th with half a front wing, and Flex Marcel luckily not too far behind in 12th. But as you can see, there are a few gaps forming here and there. However, Neo does have a 5-second penalty. I don't know if it was a stop-go or just a 5-second penalty in itself for corner cutting and gaining a position. I'll just have a quick check on the race director. Nope, it was a 5-second time penalty. Few collisions here and there, but turn one out front is very dangerous. Cassix went in there, and unfortunately Flex was just squeezed a little bit too much. Obviously, it'll be a racing incident the stewards will have a look at the end of the race. As Bazooka Joe and Flex Marcel both go into the pits, Sticky Bomb getting up a position, and it does look like it is getting drier. Don't know why there was spray on the back of the cars during the formation lap, but it's alright now, it seems. XL Neo currently on the back of Shea. Beaverman right behind him. Go away, predicted pit stops. Because we all know whatever you say is bullshit. Needs to be a way to turn that off. I don't want it. It's disgusting. As Neo here going for the move, it's extremely, extremely dark. But he has made it happen, putting himself into third place. Looking a little bit further down, we can see quite a few drivers just in their own little battles at the moment. As the stop chart said, it's possibly a 2-stop, but most probably I'm expecting a 1-stop from most drivers. As Legend sets the fastest lap of the race so far. Oh, James, that's not how you take the corner. In fact, I don't think that's how you should take a corner. Sticky Bomb though, 4 tenths behind SMG, who's also on the back of King. Flex Marcel and Bazooka Joe also looking like they may be having a little bit of a battle. They're down for 11th and 12th. As we can see at SMG here, very, very close to the man in the Alpha Tauri. TRT James also closing in on Beaverman. We'll look back at the Williams here of infamous SMG, as he's really putting pressure on King at the moment, who actually does have spray on the back of him. I really can't tell if it's dries or not. I don't like. No, at the moment it is dries, as King goes into the pits, meaning quite a lot of people overtake him. But yeah, it's looking like at the moment the race is stepping up to be one of those where the weather really could play a factor, as King goes in, putting on the mediums, and he'll be out fighting Bazooka Joe and Flex Marcel. But anyway, XL Neo is close to Kasich, who's right in front of him. DRS and overtake mode activated. It's a beautiful little pass down this back straight, as Neo puts himself into second position. James also overtook Beaverman for 5th place, as Sticky Bomb and SMG also having a little ding-dong battle into the exact same corner. And do excuse me, I'm just turning the audio down. I like the car engines. I don't like. Actually, I'm going to turn them back up one. Now it just sounds like it's awful. Oh no, I don't really care about speech. It's effects, isn't it? There we go. Yep, Bazooka Joe 6 tenths now behind Flex Marcel, as infamous SMG into the pits. Bazooka Joe just keeping on the back of Flex, making sure he's doing that DRS, as King did get in front of them by about 7 tenths. Beaverman on the back of James, looking to make a move possibly on the next DRS section. He's doing good so far, as infamous SMG does get overtaken by King. Overtake mode and DRS. We can see James really keeping... Oh, no overtake mode. My apologies. Beaverman keeping all his ERS saved. I mean, he didn't have much anyway, but still. I think many of the soft runners may be trying to keep their tyres as fresh as possible. Obviously, I don't know what the weather's going to be like, but it just does look like it's about to rain. I just don't see anything else happening, as the Legend has chosen to go in the pits. Flex Marcel with a 3-second time penalty. And also joining Legend in the pits is Buttons back. XL Neo now leads, followed by Kasich, Shay, then James, then Beaverman. Sticky Bomb will join them. Legend out onto the mediums, Buttons onto the softs. I don't think it'll be super tight, but King actually looks like he'll be able to close in on Buttons back very, very quickly here. As all Flex Marcel has retired. Don't know what happened, but I think he retired into the pit lane. It's unfortunate for Flex. See, France not being one of his favourite tracks, clearly. Unlucky for Flex. Hopefully he can come back next week and do himself proud. Anyway, Beaverman on the back of the two McLarens. James and Shea currently looking like they may be having a plan here. Anyway, this is the only battle that's going on at the moment, as it seems that Kasich has also decided to go into the pits. These guys really keeping their soft tyres for a long time. James trying to keep Beaverman off the back of him, but Beaverman is just staying there. Sticky Bomb also gaining the position as well. Kasich will most likely be out behind Button's back here. All depend. Actually, nope, in front. As James gets a 3-second time penalty for cutting the corner there. Oh, just go look at the streams. We did get a new comment. As League of Europe Mark, welcome you to the stream. I think it's your first time here actually. I haven't seen you around before on our stream, so welcome. I really hope you enjoy. Oh, there's a slight touch from Beaverman here. Oh, James, jeez. Don't know if that touch made him lose it. And it doesn't feel like it should have. As King has also retired from the session. We'll see in just a second where he's retired. Oh. Looks like a nasty place to have crashed. And then retired. Unfortunate for King. Hopefully he can do better next week. As that little incident has actually caused James to, well, just lose it a little bit. No damage on his front wing, so he's lucky in that sake. However, it does mean that he'll probably gain quite a bit of time in the pit stops rather than losing it due to a front wing change. Anyway, he's on to the hards. Legend with the fastest lap of the race. Button just trying to keep himself cool, calm and composed. As he gets past James, so does Kasich. Obviously that's expected. However, the one that won't be expected is if SMG is able to make a move here. However, he does seem to be a little bit too far back. While Bazooka Joe and Neo are just in their own race. Meanwhile, Beaverman's on to Shea. He's barely under 2 tenths behind. He could get this move done before the DRS straight. However, I don't know if that'll be a good idea or not. So DRS is a big factor, but now with the new overtake button that was added in replacement of the old ERS system, I'm not super sure if he'll need it. If it'll even be of use. He's really on the back of that McLaren. And he's going for the move here. But Shea made a sensible move and actually went into the pits. Giving Beaverman DRS for free, whilst also not letting him have the slipstream as well. Which means Sticky Bomb and Legend will be able to go through past Shea. Button will most probably join them. Shea on the same strat as James at the moment, going to the end on these tyres. As Button is out, so is Kasich, both in front of Shea. However, Shea's teammate James out just behind him. And maybe if there wasn't that collision between James and Beaverman, we wouldn't be having this conversation about, well, who would be in front, as Legend has made his way past Sticky Bomb and is now into 3rd place. Yes, again, only 16 seconds behind Neo, who's currently in the lead. So we shouldn't forget that Neo's been on the same set of mediums, whereas Legend's already made his pit stop. It's going to be a close one, I can tell you that. As James gets himself a 3-second time penalty. as he's just on the back of his teammate. Sticky Bomb losing time to Legend. As I believe Kasich is actually gaining time on Button's back here. See, Button's tyres will go quite quickly. They are only the soft tyres. The softs aren't exactly the best around France. They wear quite quickly. But hopefully he'll be able to take them for another 5-6 laps. Maybe even more. Just depends how rigorous, well, how badly they're used. As I'm going to keep on this fight between the two teammates here, as Shea, at the moment, doing himself proud, keeping in front of James and not letting him overtake. And apologies if the audio just got really funny there. My mic started playing funny, what's it? Bad mic. But Neo, currently still in the lead, has a nice 10-second gap. In fact, made that an 11-second gap to second place Kasich. No, sorry, Beaverman. How did I get that wrong? I saw Kasich's name and I was like, yeah, that's totally the guy in second place. Meanwhile, Kasich's actually is in 6th position. But interesting that Neo is going into the pits already. Only lap 9 at the moment. And he's making the stop for hards. And yes, he did have a 5-second stop-go penalty for casting a corner and gaining a place earlier, which means he'll actually be behind, well, most likely Button's back as well as Sticky Bomb. Oh wait, no, he won't. Maybe he will, I'm not sure. As you can see, he's coming out of the pit lane here. Button's back will just be behind. But Button's back at the moment with the full momentum. He could really push and pressure Neo here. Or Meow, as we're probably going to call him eventually. James and Shea still fighting each other. That's fun. Over a second behind. Button's back has the DRS though. Button the same. Oh no. Oh sorry. Yeah, Button the same has DRS on Neo in front. However, I believe Kasich is probably going to be the man who's going to be able to challenge this. Kasich most likely won't be happy that Neo was able to gain such an advantage. But anyway. Currently Beaverman leads, Legend closing him down at a rate of knots. Obviously Beaverman has... Oh no, Beaverman finally going into the pits. So James and Shea still fighting onwards. Kasich now battling with Button's back. And Sticky Bomb will take second position with Legend now in first. Beaverman will be behind quite a few people here. In fact, I probably think he'll be right in the middle of the battle of James and Shea. Oh no, he's even behind that battle. I mean, over time, James and Shea have really done themselves well to have gained a 4-second gap almost to Beaverman. And if you're new around here, you'll know that I call people nicknames. That's his nickname now. Oh, Kasich, he's all on the back of Button's back. Can the Flying Finn take down the Button's back? Yeah, we can. But that was quite a simple answer, really. Yeah, he can. Nothing more, nothing less. It's just how it is. TRT James has closed that gap to 3.3 seconds. Sorry, to 0.3 seconds. And he is really trying to push on the back of his teammate. However, doesn't have enough overtake mode ready to play with. And I don't really want to give my comments on ERS, but I might do, I don't know. As Sticky Bomb and Buttons Back both enter the pit lane, meaning quite a few people are going to be gaining some positions here. As Nao moves himself into second, Cassix up to third, Shay, James taking fourth and fifth, followed by Beaverman in sixth, Sticky Bomb out in seventh, with Button out for ninth, as Infamous SMG able just to get in. Even Bazooka Joe's been able to beat Buttons Back through here, as TRT James is retired. It's a safety car. Wow. What? How on earth did James bin it there? Okay, what? How on earth have you binned it there, son? So, yeah. Interesting. See, now technically, this plays into Legend more. I think Legend can technically get a pit stop here. He gets a free pit stop. And I'm not really sure if he's going to use it. And he gets it. Oh, hey, he will use it, yeah. Any driver here probably can go into the mediums to the end, and it'd just be a straight fast shot. I think Buttons Back was unfortunate. He should have stayed out a lap longer. He wouldn't have lost so much time, or so many positions, in fact. As Nao and Cassett, well, basically everyone is going to be joining them, apart from Beaverman, because Beaverman does what he wants. Sticky Bomb also choosing to stay out. SMG into the pits. Bazooka Joe joining them, obviously. So at the moment, it looks like it'll be Legend, Beaverman, Nao, who is racing Cassix out the pit lane there, followed by Sticky Bomb. It'll be Vapor Shay just in front of Buttons Back, SMG, and then Bazooka Joe. So a few drivers choosing the mediums, others choosing the hards, which is kind of interesting. Definitely the medium runners here can push themselves a bit further up the field than they already are. And so far, the fastest lap is a 1:32.1, for anyone who's interested. Buttons Back, though, very close to that 1:32.4. And Beaverman's done pretty well for himself, gaining plus 10 positions in this race so far. I know, we're expecting to have a safety car till about lap 15. Sorry, lap 16. Where I expect it will go in. As yeah, we're just going to line up behind a safety car for the next lap or so. It's even Bazooka Joe's here. And the field even closer now. It could lead to a very, very big battle here. However, knowing Legend, he may be able to really push away with this. The win is his for the taking, as Cassix had... Is he just... Wow. Well, if there wasn't a need for us... How is Sticky Bomb also retired? Wow. Yikes to them. Just a word of warning, if you're going to retire this season, and it is not because you crashed, please do it into the pit lane. Thanks. Yours sincerely, the whole admin team. Anyway, we've still got a safety car. It didn't say it's turning in this. Oh, no, it is turning in this lap. Okay. Means 12 laps of pure racing. Legend obviously holding the pack up so far. They'll probably want to do it till the last corner, where basically he's able to get a run in. As somehow SMG has collided with Buttons back. That's peak. And oh, SMG's just sped into the pit lane. Yikes. As away we go with Beaverman already under pressure from Neo, who's got an awful engine sound. Shay not looking super amazing as famous SMG has gone to the pit lane and retired. And we are unfortunately only down to 6 now. It's awful for pre-season, I must say. Quite disappointed in this, but anyway, for those of you who have stayed in, well done, and let's hopefully continue this battling. No DRS for the next few laps. Neo on the back of Beaverman. Beaverman is taken towards the inside, obviously on the hard tyres, fighting wheel to wheel. It's beautiful action between the two of them. However, Neo does win out in the end and is now 1.4 seconds behind Legend. Vapor Shay close to Beaverman as well. Bazooka Joe closing in on Buttons back. We could see a good little fight between these two. So we had quite a few of them last season, with both of them winning at their fair share. However, unfortunately, I don't believe Bazooka Joe will continue being competitive for much longer, considering he's on hard tyres. Same with Beaverman. I mean, the hards are clearly worse in terms of pure speed. And with DRS soon to be activated, I think it could spell curtains for the both of them. And already most drivers are not in DRS range. The only ones who are in DRS range of a driver on the hard tyres. Slash behind someone who's behind the hard tyre runner. Anyway, with 10 laps to go, Legend does lead, Neo second and closing in fast. Shay third, Beaverman third, Shay fourth, Button in fifth, Bazooka Joe in sixth. As always for Rising Phoenix, we do take the fastest lap, but from anyone. Even if you retire, you can still be in with a chance of getting fastest lap. So there's always a chance to get it, even if you retire. No matter what position you are, you will get a point for fastest lap. Unless you get disqualified. Then you won't. Anyway, Shay here, so close to Beaverman in front of him. Neo with the fastest lap of 1:31 dead on. DRS should be enabled, meaning we could be seeing a very, very good three-way battle here, as well as a battle for the lead. Legend with quite a lot of ERS left, Neo with not so much. Putting the overtake mode on, and no DRS in fact between them. However, Shay does have it and is only 2 cents behind. Beaverman tries to defend to the inside. However, Shay goes even deeper. Beaverman will take the position behind Shay, meaning Shay is now up into 3rd. Beaverman down to 4th. Buttons back still on the back of these two though. And it's not surprising that Ferrari is behind the Red Bull and a McLaren, just like this season. It's a big oof. A big oof indeed. We move a little bit further forward. As we can see, Neo has got DRS now on Legend. Neo using up his ERS and DRS at the same time. Legend not going to fight it though, considering Neo is so far behind. And even with more ERS than Button and DRS too, Beaverman is being pressured super hard. He's just keeping the position over Button. Button's going to keep his nose on the inside. My apologies, make that the outside for that corner then. As it looks like Button has got the position, however will be pressured through DRS. And this is the important part. He's lost DRS to Shay in front of him, who's just lagged. Yikes. Beaverman will take the position. Now we're just going to see if Button tries to move. Ooh, that was almost dangerous. I'm just going to invite Shay back, because I know he doesn't want to miss this. He's in a great position at the moment and could even be, technically still has a chance to get the win if both of the guys in front of him retire at some point. You know, they could have an accident. Beaverman with a 3 second time penalty. Neo closing in. Shay's back in. However, unfortunately, I think that does mean Beaverman will be able to get an overtake on him, as he was able to get past Button's back whilst we were unpaused. Whilst I was paused. Hopefully Shay will be able to get back into his car. Oh, yikes. Yep, Shay's back in, which is good. And because of that, our interval's broken. So let's go nothing for the moment. We can see the gaps. I can tell you that, you know, Legend is right next to Neo. And I'll tell you that Shay is just re-overtaking Button's back. Nice. Well done, Shay. And hopefully these intervals will update themselves eventually. As Button's back does get a 3 second time penalty. If you can see on the minimap, it's super close between the two leaders. Neo right on the back of Legend. The Racing Point driver going for the outside line. Neo not going to make the move here. He'll just keep behind. He's got another 6 laps to go. Tries to make that move, but Legend, wow, had a brilliant exit from turn 2. And Shay once again looking at Beaverman. And I can barely even see Beaverman, so I don't know how he can. I mean, the track is just so blimmin' dark. Anyway, Shea trying to keep within his DRS. He's got that, so it's good. Now, can he make the overtake here? Oh, he's gone super inside, and that's a brilliant move from Shea. Now up in to third position yet again. Button's back unfortunately has dropped behind him. Bazooka Joe has even picked up the pace. And wow, Button very slow here. Don't know what's going on, but Button's really just lost some pace. Oh, either that or Bazooka Joe has just sped up and he's gone into top gear. No reference to Top Gear intended. And Nero has lost time to Legend here, so Legend really just pulling out all the stops at the moment. Button's back into the pits now. Possibly got wing damage. Not too sure. Nonetheless. We go. Oh no, he's retired into the pits. Yikes. You know, I'm surprised there's been no rain whatsoever in this race. Or, well, no, like, intermediates or wet tyres needed. Anyway, Neo, 4 attempts behind. Currently looking like he can make this move happen. It's going to be a tough one, though. I'll tell you that as a fact. There's only a few laps left to go. He'll need to really try and push and get this move done. Anyway, not much to talk about obviously with the limited amount of drivers we have on the grid at the moment. Luckily, next week we will have a few more. I know, try and catch Resistor seeing his round one today, and T-Funky and Tajori should be there next week. I believe one of them's on holiday, as far as I'm aware. As well as that, Chaos will be online and be able to race along with hopefully VRC Brett as well. Meaning there's a lot of drivers currently available in F1 and hopefully we'll be able to see them all next week. It's just been not the best of turnarounds today. And I will happily hold my hand up and say, as a league owner, we need to do better. And not just, me and the admins, but the races in it as well. Let's hope next week isn't this bad, otherwise we may have to, well, let's not think about that. Let's think about the race at hand itself. I mean, Neo is just pushing on Legend super hard right now. I'm surprised that these two I'm surprised that Legend hasn't been able to make a gap, or Neo hasn't been able to make the move. It's actually quite astonishing. As Shea's been able to get a little bit of a gap to Beaverman. Bazooka Joe just trying to claw back, but unfortunately can't. As he's losing time quite consistently to Beaverman. So the guys on the mediums will be feeling aware soon. However, even so, the hards won't be much better. In fact, any better. Now we'll just take a look at the penalties after, well, on the next lap to see which one of these two would win on penalties, because at the moment it does seem that it could be either their races at the moment. But Neo has a lot of ERS left, so does Legend. And I believe this will be the battle for the rest of the season. These two fighting each other, hammer and tong. Actually, I'll just have a quick look now. Oh no, I do want personal. So Legend has a 3-second time penalty. Neo currently only with 2 warnings, so if things stay like this, Neo will be today's winner. Even with the 5-second stop go, you know, Neo will be taking this victory. As things stand. As Beaverman's lost quite a bit of time to Shay here. Now he's got 3, 4, 5. Jeez, 5 penalties. As Bazooka Joe only on 1. Shay also on 1 alone as well. Meaning it looks like Bazooka Joe will be taking home 4th position. Neo had a pen on lap 1 and he did serve it, yes, Flex. Bazooka Joe, geez, is just gaining time on the Beaverman. I'm actually interested in who's going to be able to get the overtake first. Either Neo or Bazooka Joe. However, Neo has to be careful he doesn't get 2 more warnings. Because if he does, that is curtains for him. Well, not necessarily, actually. Not necessarily. He just has to be careful he doesn't get any more. Otherwise, that first place could be gone completely. He's gaining enough, just 2/10 off, 1/10 off. He's right there. And these two are both brilliantly skilled racers. And I'm so glad they get the chance to fight each other like this. But wow. And Neo has been putting on this pressure for so long. Legend doing a brilliant defensive drive. And oh wow, Beaverman's got another penalty. Yikes. Track limits on this game. Either that or he's just not very good at keeping them. That's an oof. Anyway, 1 lap left to go. Neo less than a 10th behind. Oh, it's so close. Bazooka Joe also closing in on Beaverman. Again, these two could easily make the overtake first before Neo and Legend. But no, I think, wow, Neo's not looking at the races in this last lap. He's lost over a whole second. Sorry, half a second on Legend. And he's just gained most of it back here. But even so, I think he knows as long as he stays clean for the rest of the race, he'll be fine. Bazooka Joe using up his overtake and DRS. Beaverman trying to save fuel. Bazooka Joe able just to burn it. And you can see how much the German has closed in on the Beaver. Anyway, we're coming out to the last corners here. Legend should take the checkered flag. However, on penalties, it's not going to go to him. Legend wins today's race. but Neo beats him due to the pens. Shea, after a disconnect, comes third, and deservedly so. He's raced a fine race today. Bazooka Joe, oh, he got pushed on the line, just before the line, but he takes fourth, with Beaverman in fifth. Anyway, thank you all ever so much for watching. No, he does not deserve drive of the day. And I'll see you next week for a full lobby. Peace.